Hi guys, Michelle Grigsby here from Kansas City, and I believe it's day 11 of my video blog, and it is Sunday. It's gorgeous. We're on vacation here in Virginia Beach, and Pete and the girls are out on the water, and so I thought I'd take this opportunity to shoot my video blog for today. And we had an incident happen to us that made me think of a story that I want to share with you. And what that was, you know, it was an 8-hour drive from Kentucky to Virginia Beach. This is where Kate was born. She was born in Norfolk. And so we are spending the day at the beach here, and then we're going to go see where she was born and all that. And but anyway, 4 hours into the drive, we were going down Sandstone Mountain, which was a 6% decline. I mean, it was really, really steep. And you're not supposed to, like, keep the brake on, and it literally burns through the rotors. And we literally burned through the rotors halfway down, and our brakes just started screeching, and I was so scared. We actually had to find a brake specialist, and we were so lucky that we found a place that was open about 30 miles out, and found somebody that would replace our brakes for us, and we had to get new rotors and everything. We burned through the rotors. It was kind of a scary experience, but that was definitely a step back in our trip. It set us back 3 hours, and it reminded me of the story in the Think and Grow Rich book by Napoleon Hill, which was about D.A. Darby. And D.A. Darby is, and this is, you know, back in the early 1900s or late 1800s, I believe is when the story was, but his uncle and him endeavored out to Colorado to try to strike gold. And so they went to a place in Colorado, and they were mining for gold, and they struck it. And they were so excited, they went back to their hometown and quietly told their friends and neighbors about the gold that they found. And so they ended up raising a whole bunch of money for all the equipment they needed to start a mine. So they did that, right? And they go back to Colorado, and they start mining this gold, and come to find out, they found that they had one of the richest gold mines in the area. So they're mining away, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, suddenly the gold stopped coming. And they kept drilling and kept drilling and kept drilling, and they couldn't, the gold stopped coming. And so they eventually gave up. And what they did is they decided to just sell all the equipment to a junkman. Well, this junkman was no ordinary junkman. He was a smart junkman, and what he did was he hired an engineer who studied this gold mine and found that the D.A. Darby and his uncle were not aware that the way that these gold mines are made, the vein was only 3 feet away, and if they would have kept mining just 3 more feet, they would have found the vein again. So, to make a long story short, this junk man ended up hitting this vein 3 feet out, just like the engineer said, and he ended up reaping millions and millions of dollars from this. So, anyway, D.A. Darby definitely learned his lesson from this and utilized this lesson to become one of the most successful insurance salespeople in his time, because he knew that he gave up too soon. Now, there's 2 morals to this story that I love from this story. The first one is, do we give up too soon when we hit a setback? And a lot of people do, and that's one of the things that we need to keep in mind. Keep in mind this story where, you know, D.A. Darby and his uncle were just 3 feet from gold, and they would have reaped out millions if they would have just been persistent just a little bit longer. And Napoleon Hill interviewed a lot of the top moneymakers during his time, and most of them said that they found their millions right after they had experienced a major setback. And so there's 2 things that I actually get out of this story. Number 1, don't give up. And number 2, if you do fail, then you can choose to learn from that experience and utilize that to help you in your next endeavor. So I hope that this message has helped you at all, and if it has, please just do me a favor and press like or leave a comment. And so just know that you were meant for greatness, and don't give up, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.